Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Hello, welcome to Roleplay Give. We are a virtual tabletop gaming community. Tonight we are playing Dungeons. Hi, Ed.
Mm-hmm.
We're going. I have to cheer when we go live. That's something to cheer for.
It is. It's very cheerful.
So happy.
It's very.
It is
So
very exciting.
happy.
Yeah. God. One of these days,
What
I'm just gonna have a heart attack and fall over. Anyway.
That'll help me with the legalities of that, I'm sure.
Nice.
I just had my first drink of alcohol, so nope.
Ever. First drink ever. Never had alcohol before.
Right. As you can tell, looking at me, I look like the kind of person who doesn't drink much beer.
We're really going to stay on topic tonight.
Tonight we're
Welcome
playing
to Roleplay Give.
Vault of the Drow, which is the D1 through 3 series from the AD&D series of games. It's been updated for 5e-ish. And right now, the way we've been telling this story anyway, Lulth has made it clear to her followers that she's coming. She's going to break on through to the other side, and you know she's evil because she's singing the Doors. But the point being is she is trying to get over to the material plane, and one of the ways to stop her from doing that is to use an ancient artifact of her own making, called the Threads of Lolth, join those, travel over to her side of the door and shut it from her side of the door. That meaning our adventurers are actually actively trying to go to the abyss where Lolth is. But in order to do that, they need all 8 threads. They have 7. Uh, and they need to take those 8 threads once they have them uh, to the capital of the Drow cities called Erolai Kinlu, where they have recently discovered the ruling house named Ileserves has sort of reinvigorated the old orthodoxy of Lolth worship and has sort of created a new or old, I guess, reinvigorated the old, a reactionary reinvigoration of that theocracy. Uh, so they have been traveling through an expanding Drow empire through the Underdark, uh, finding some allies along the way, finding that there are some people who are not 100% thrilled with the Drow organizing in such a way and becoming more militant, including Illithid, who they don't trust so much, and some gnomes they haven't quite met yet, but are aware of the Snurfneblin, who may or may not be allies for them. Uh, and they know that also there are some friendlies down here, like the Myconids and potentially some Flumps. Uh, but otherwise, they're in a sort of hostile environment. They just left a depot where trade trains, wagon trains, traveling through these Underdark caverns, are organized and sent down in various directions throughout the Drow Empire. They kind of beat a left and headed west after meeting 2 revolutionary Drow who are trying to disrupt House Ileserve's uh, goals, uh, who gave them sort of a lore dump and let them know that their friend Korra is being held by the Kuatoa, another uh, species group of folk who have a stronghold in the Underdark. Uh, and our friends are also aware that she is quite weakened, and is weakened partly because she's wearing a thread of Lolth. Um, the uh, they know they have to cross the Svartjet River to get to the shrine of the Kuator River. They made it that way, but kind of backed up and decided they needed a rest. They're camping at sort of a crossroads of secondary and tertiary roads, and they are, I think we said they are waking and picking spells, which I think actually is what was happening right before we went live and may still be occurring. Uh, but that's where we're picking up. I would love for a morning D12 from anybody who would love to give me one.
I got it. Someone already rolled it. Wow. I was like, rolling to read D12. 7.
No, you should do it so that Ropes has a roll that isn't
There
made
we
up
go.
by the rest of us.
It's a real roll. It's my first roll in like a month
Nice! Glad we could be here
of any
for
kind of D&D.
it. Good to be back. Glad to have you here. Yay. Makes me happy. Okay.
And with that, a 7, lava.
No lava. Actually, a 7 means you wake up peacefully in these dry tunnels. However, farther northwest of you, it's not quite as dry, and you can feel that perhaps the air cools towards the northwest. What do you wish
So
to do?
I'm not sure if I stated this last game before we went to sleep, but while I was still an owl, I would like to get rid of that stupid thing I swallowed.
Oh,
with
right, you
an
did state
owl
it several
pellet.
times.
Okay, yeah, it is now out in an owl pellet form. It's one of the steel tokens, so we have another token that we can use for transporting ourselves, maybe.
I believe that one belongs to me because I'm the only one that did not get a badgy thing.
You can have it.
think everybody else said they
But
had.
you have to clean it.
You, I was gonna say you should wipe it off first.
Oh, yeah, I got
Of the options, this was the best one.
Yeah.
that.
Any option
Do we
is
have-
solved by prestidigitation.
Yeah, but I don't have prestidigitation.
Somebody does.
I have purify food and drink, but I didn't prepare it this morning. But it's not really food or drink.
I don't think
so
it
what
would
does
work for
say?
that.
Were you going to eat or drink it?
Well, it's food. So if I purify
I'll
the food, it was.
Flame and just fires purify it
There
for
you go.
you. So
That's
there you
nice.
go. We'll just burn off anything unpleasant before passing it on.
All right, I just wanted to know because I'm curious that way. Okay. So,
Nice.
anything else you guys want to do before you depart northwest down this secondary passage? So, this passage is roughly 10 feet wide, 20 feet high. It is not one of the, like, I wouldn't say cobbled, but the floors have been smoothed in the primary passages that you've walked down that, that accommodate wagon trains that are sometimes as much as 20 to 25 feet wide. This one is used. You can tell people have moved through here. You can, where you camped, you can tell that you're not the first to have stopped there. But it is also not, a main thoroughfare. But if nobody has anything they wish to do, we will just fast forward through the 3-mile white walk you have to do
Yeah, because we're just going to the.
to the crossing.
Right.
As you approach, go ahead.
We know what's there, right? We know what's at the crossing.
You know,
Didn't they tell us?
There's a river and there might be a boatman. I think that's all you know.
Oh, okay. I feel like we got some info from the dude with the cart that like to scare. I think all of his info was about Snurfneblin. Maybe not
It's
there.
gonna continue bothering me that apparently in Greyhawk they spell that wrong.
I don't know that they do or if I do. What is it in?
Sverfniblin. It's SV, not SN.
Yeah,
It's just
I think that's me. I think
like
that's
nails
me.
on a chalkboard.
I
don't know why it
I'm
bothers me so much.
pretty sure that's me. Pretty sure that's me.
I'm gonna call it Smurf nibbling from now on.
I was gonna
so-
say, I'm pretty sure everybody in there uses snurf as a verb for everything, so it doesn't really matter whether it's smurf or snurf. Either one of them is going to be a
We're
verb.
going to nibble some Smurfs.
Hold on, let me see. Looking at it right now from the old, done in really crappy 1980s. Svervnebly is the plural. So yeah, that's my fault. I typed it wrong on the screen.
I just assume that that's how it's spelled in this world, but
Nope,
I hate it.
it's incorrect. It's incorrect.
Whoever made this map didn't know the right name. I'm trying to give you a narrative way out on this one.
No. Well, I mean,
Considering Paul made the map.
It's possible.
No, whoever made it within the fiction. Come on.
It's possible that what was his name? Ilvico? Maybe he doesn't spell well. I mean, it is
There you go.
common is a second language for him, so let's cut him some slack.
Well, and Sverfniblin's probably not the common name.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's probably what they call themselves.
He probably he gets his V's and N's messed up in common. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if there are any viewers tonight, I would like you to know that this is why this game has taken 4.5 years.
Yeah, it's true.
Among other reasons.
Among others.
This is one of the very fun reasons that we are still playing, and we're level 4.
You're
after
not
4.5
level
years.
4.
Newbin is now canon. Change it.
I should say that. All right. We do have Alice Hydra here, so things are good. Okay. I just wanted to check if she was here. All right. As you get closer to where you know the river to be, you can hear the sounds of the rushing river. This is not a lazy. This is not something you would go tubing in. And the as I've said, there is a phosphorescent lichen that makes a dim light in these hallways or these corridors, but it 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 does still create deep shadows as you walk through, and as you approach the um, where you can hear like almost that rushing sound of going near, like a large amount of water moving through is quite loud. So if you guys want to speak to each other, you are going to have to either get into each other's ears, use telepathy, or shout, because it's quite loud where you're at. Uh, as you get to the edge, you can see that about 5 feet down. Now you're not at the edge, but you can see from the edge. I'm not going to say you guys are visible right now. As you're creeping around, you can see that there is sort of a fish-headed human creature, large, like not like I'm not talking D&D size categories here. I'm talking. I don't know if somebody's got something looping through, but I hear something. Am I
I
looping
think it
through?
might be Kate's
I think
TV.
it's Tony's Kate.
Ah, okay.
It could be TV in the background.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Uh, um, as you guys get a little closer to the edge, you can see this large, and he looks like a large man, like it's a humanoid, medium-sized creature, but furball medium-sized. Just abnormally large-looking humanoid, and then on top of that has the head of a fish. Um, and he's sort of like chucking something into the river, like scaling it. So he's like trying to skip it, but seems kind of stupid because it's not placid or flat. It's a rushing river. The raft he is standing on is uh, is um, tethered. It's tied down. What is that? I'm not a boat person. Like,
I think
Doc.
tethered was right.
is it
Tethered works.
Okay, tethered down, docked, but it's not. There's no docks per se. It's just tied off to like a stalagmite, and he's just sitting there, back to you, uh, scaling something across the river, and it skips weird and then drops into the water.
So he looks like a human on the bottom and that has a fish head.
Yes.
Is there fins on his back as we're watching him so that we I'm just looking for a
don't
mental picture.
actually know. Let me look. Um, nah, a little bit coming out of the back of his head. Oh,
Robes, telepathetically. Robes, I think you should talk to this guy. He looks kind of like your people.
I take offense at that. Oh, you can't. I can't say that back.
Oh,
because, like,
I'm so sorry. I didn't even think about the fact. Like, you're the look on your face. I'm so sorry. I didn't even think it would be offensive. He's just got scales, like you've got scales, and so I thought maybe he spoke Yuanti.
not
Sorry.
even the same phylum.
So sorry. Sorry. You're right. He's got
Could
fins.
try it though. He may. I do speak many languages, so I could see if he speaks Abyssal. So how far away is he?
On our way to find someone who lives in the abyss, perhaps speaking Abyssal isn't something we should find favorable.
That's true.
he is currently like 35 feet away.
So you have to
Got it.
shout to hear each other next to each other, so there's no way he's going to hear us coming. Correct?
You don't know.
Not without
Well,
thaumaturgy.
assuming he has the same sense of hearing I have, based on the volume of the water, I wouldn't be able to hear us coming if I were in his space.
That seems reasonable to assume.
Okay.
Well, it seems like we may want to talk to him. I mean, I guess I should say, because I did miss last session. Do we know where we're going and everything? Like, do we need any kind of guidance, or is there only something bad that could occur from this?
He actually might be very important to that because we're going to a Kuatoa village that has
That's
Korra
right.
held captive.
That's right. Okay.
And
So
he looks like a Kuatoa.
I'll hail him, and I'll start off speaking common. Just say, "Hello, hello," and I guess I'll get really close to him and be like, tap him on the shoulder.
I'm gonna activate this map.
Oh God, you're gonna say something different.
No.
Activated trap.
I'm gonna activate this trap. Okay.
On this map.
Oh,
Map trap.
could
It's
still
a
be
map trap.
Oh, he looks so friendly.
I don't know. He kind of looks annoyed to me.
He's got the big eyes, though.
Is
What
his
do you
name
want?
Kermit?
Oh,
So, yeah, so I'm
how
gonna
did you see him already,
approach-
Noob? I hadn't put your token on the. All right. He does
I
look
could
like
see
Kermit.
his. I think I might still be tied to either Mary or.
Oh, I think all of you have
Robe
had
the
control of
token.
robes at one point or another, so you can all see from robes. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. He turns around and goes, oh, yep. Oh, you're wanting passage then.
Well, yes, sir. We are looking for a village. I think maybe you would know about.
Village? No. Don't know nothing
No.
about a village. Oh, crap. What did I do? I did something wrong. Hold on. Okay. I don't know nothing about no village.
Well, that's the thing you did wrong. He clearly knows something about the village.
It's yeah. I'll say I'll kind of look and say, oh no, I did not mean to insult you. Maybe we call it something different in village. Might be a city, a town, but we're looking for a place, a gathering of people that are like yourself.
You're looking for them weirdos.
Oh.
Well, I'll take your cross, but it'll cost you a platinum.
A platinum. Well, I think we probably have it covered, but do you mind?
Per person.
I know we have like
Can
50 million gold,
Can we see
but
the other side?
Yeah, you can see it. Right?
Well, we could just cross then.
Yeah, if you want.
Between all of us, we've got enough ways to fly across this.
that's true. But I'm not necessarily. I'm not sweating the crossing or even the 6 platinum. I guess the 5 platinum. But I'm kind of trying to like butter him up a bit. So I'll see the suspicious looks of the rest of the party. Then I'll just pull out a platinum for myself and say, actually, I'll pull out 2. So you tell you what, you tell me a bit more about these weirdos, and I'll pay double for myself.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Oh, let's see. What can I do? Can I do this? I got persuasion. Oh, crit. Did it. That advantage makes a difference, though.
Wow.
He tucks the 2 platinum in, and he just he offers you some food.
Is it disgusting food?
It's fish. I think you wouldn't be necessarily opposed.
Oh no, I would love it if it was disgusting. That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, I mean it's as Kermit the Frog and Yoda is he looks, you know, he eats raw fish, but he does actually like looks like he seasons it and spends some time on it. So he offers you a bit of lunch, and it's not unlike sushi.
Okay.
There's some kind of vegetation that's wrapped around it, and it actually was pleasing. And he says, "Well, you've bought my time. What is it you wish to know?"
Well, you say these people are weirdos?
Well, they're my
Strange
people,
somehow?
but you ever go home and find out everybody's just gone weird?
I've never been home before. Since they left.
Can we hear him?
Not even a little bit. Not unless you get much closer.
Oh man. The pity party that Vela was about to have.
If you guys want to get closer, you can. You guys can, in between these, I'll check in with you guys every once in a while to see what you want to do. But all you guys see is Robespierre pull out coins. If you want to make a perception check, you can tell that they're platinum. He hands them to him, and then the two of them sit down and start eating food together. That's what you guys see.
That tracks.
And even after a little bit, he pulls out a pipe and it stuffs it with some kelp and sets it on fire and just starts puffing a pipe. And looks like he's just relaxing, taking his ease. Well,
but I will say, my mother took me away from our home because how they had become strange people, cult-like, dangerous. Is that what you were saying? People have become?
My father did the same for me. But I found the upstairs not so conducive. Folk don't seem to trust people who look like fish, apparently. And also, the sunlight didn't agree with me. So it came back down.
In fairness, you look more like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, I was using Hero Forge, and they didn't have a fish head at the time. I think they do now, actually.
I was gonna say, man, they haven't got that.
I think they do they like within the last month they have really upgraded. And I didn't.
Fish heads are an upgrade.
And I didn't try AI, which is, the most fun way to create your character art. But
for sure.
But no, he has a giant fish head. He looks
fishy.
Yeah, he looks fishy. I'm supposed to be able to do this now, but apparently I can't. I'm supposed to be able to drop images in the chat, but I can't anymore. Or I haven't figured out quite how to do it. Copy image. Let's see if this works.
Well,
there it is.
Oh yeah, there we go. Toa. I just killed a bunch of those in Baldur's Gate the other day. Like 20 of them.
That part of the game is awesome.
Yeah.
Fish.
Now to be fair though, he is about 1.5 the size of that guy.
Okay.
So he's like the lurch of Kuo-toa.
In peripheral vision, when you skim, like when I looked to the side just a smidge to see him as I was not looking at your video, he kind of looks like he's doing the double thumbs up Fonz gesture.
Really?
And I was like, it really takes away from the threat feeling.
Yeah, he's got the A mouth too.
I actually do not like the Kuo-toa art for 5th edition at all.
Oh.
But because they're not terribly threatening, but they also look sort of like schlubs.
I mean, they have sharp teeth.
They do.
I don't know if I personally would want to run into a bunch of them.
No.
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 Yeah, I mean, I'd be scared if I
In
saw a
general.
flump in real life.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
They're based on for Call of Cthulhu players. They're based on deep ones of
Ah,
Call
yeah,
of
yeah.
Cthulhu.
I could see that.
So that's what
That's the
Gag's meant to do. The fish.
yeah, that makes sense too.
Creatures, yeah.
With the lore and everything.
And the lore, yep. Anyway, so he though doesn't seem to be too
3 years.
bought into the 3 years, and also then we turned left and found the steering wheel. So we but he is sitting there just after finishing the lunch, and he is telling you about how his father didn't agree with the rise of this new priestly caste that took over, and no disrespect to the sea mother, but this guy, no, we're not doing that. And so he said once, and he says Prince, and I have to look at the name because it's really hard to pronounce. Vagulg came to power. I will put it in the chat.
Good choice.
It'll be all caps because I'm copying out of a 1E thing. He says Vagulg. But once he came to power, it's just things got really weird. So
How so?
Well, I mean, we just were sort of, doing our own thing. We were worshiping the Sea Mother, hanging out, making new Kuatoa, and farming, and just living a life of peace other than, every once in a while having some territorial differences with our neighbors, but he got it in his head we needed to prepare for war. He's...
With the Drow?
Well, with the Drow...
Or with the surface?
With everybody, but mostly the Drow. He's very concerned about them, and I don't know, I just wanted to hang out, and then he lights the pipe again.
In Robes in your head, you hear, if you need us, if you're good and cool and don't need us to do anything, take your hat off.
You just want to see what's under the hat.
What's under
Sure,
the hat?
that too. I mean, it'll be just this game of strip poker.
What's in the hat? What's in the hat?
I will catch the message.
Okay, take your pants off.
Now
it's wrong. Take off your shirt.
Yeah.
So I will. I'll take my hat off and I'll actually kind of wave it at the rest of the party.
Okay.
And I'll just say, well, this has been very helpful for us. Thank you for the time. And I guess I have one last question. We were looking for a friend. And I guess I should say, we believe she is there. She is not like you. Do you think she may be in trouble, or would she be accepted?
You seem a decent fellow.
I hate to kill you.
I hope you find your friend. Because if you don't, she's going to be eaten.
Understood.
The strangers who don't do the right thing by the Sea Mother, the more strenuous of my people tend to take a dim view of that, and they get, worked. And then when they can't work anymore, they're sacrificed. And part of that sacrifice is whatever's eatable is eatable. Well, whatever's eatable
Understood.
is eaten.
Well, thank you for the warning.
They take a lot of people nowadays. Lots of people have been going into that shrine.
Your people or strangers?
Strangers.
Hmm. Okay.
I don't carry them. They know I won't. They know I don't not to be trifled with.
And they are scared of you by yourself, and you have something that they want from you, or they trust you with, or they. I guess, how do you keep yourself safe?
He reaches into a pouch and he looks you in the eye and he pulls out a little breadcrumb and he flicks it into the water, and this enormous gar, like 2 feet wide, jumps out of the water and eats it. And he goes, "Hey, Sandy," and the dude, "Whoop." I've got a
I'm
friend.
gonna go ahead and give him the rest of the platinum for the rest of everyone else.
Oh, you want me to take you across, or sounded like you had your own way? I kind of figured when you.
Well, I guess how high can Sandy jump?
Ha! She's not gonna eat you. I fed her already, and also, she doesn't really like the taste of clothes.
Understood. All right. Well, then in that case, I think we'll make our way probably across on our own. So I'll hop up and just kind of mosey on over. I'll relay the information
Hey,
that we
hey,
got from.
hey!
Oh,
He does
yep.
this. He does this at you.
Oh. Let me look at the camera. What's he doing? Oh, he's doing like a little symbol.
He's giving you a peace symbol up and a peace symbol pointing at you.
All right, I'll do it back.
All right. Good on you. Have a good
I
one.
think that means he's in trouble.
Yeah.
Fireball. Just kidding.
I start running. Are you okay?
Everything is okay. Yeah, he's a
he just
trustworthy one.
puts his feet back in the water, and because he has teeth, I think he could whistle. He starts whistling "Dock of the Bay."
Does he have lips?
You have to have lips.
I'm pretty
You also
sure
have to have
teeth don't have anything to do with whistling.
Absolutely
Well, if
do.
you do tooth whistling, they can.
Well, also, you have to put your tongue against the teeth in order to actually create the curvature.
Oh, wow.
I can't whistle without my teeth.
Interesting.
Then
Anyway,
you take your teeth out.
and then you go left and you find the steering wheel. All right. So,
Real quick, did we get a long rest? Because I
yes.
don't have that on my
Yes.
sheet. Okay,
Go
just
ahead,
making
long
sure.
rest if you need to. I don't know that Robes did anything in the last game.
I hadn't rested in a long time, so I still had some
Okay.
stuff consumed.
Okay.
You probably rested out of that stuff ages ago.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. That's okay.
No, I think we rested him last time because we had to do something. We used
We
something
did,
fierce this time.
but Winston wasn't here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
some
did me
of the
playing
stuff
cast.
we may not have clicked it. All right, you guys, if you're gonna cast,
Also, you may not be wearing pants anymore.
We traded them away.
how do you guys? Are you guys gonna actually use spells to get across?
I think I'd rather just pay the platinum myself.
Yeah, I don't see any reason not to. When
Oh.
once Robes
Well-
tells us about the guy and trusting him in general. I don't have
And
any
he
problem
paid him
paying
already.
Paid him for myself.
I can pay
You
for
said you
my
gave
own.
him the rest of the platform.
Well,
platinum.
then he said that we were talking about possibly not. Oh God, we were talking about possibly not. So I haven't paid it off yet, but I can pay the rest. I got like 18
Oh, no,
platinum.
it's fine.
This giant, and you guys can all fit on here. It's just it's the way I drew it. But
I'll fly to keep an eye on things.
Let me update.
oh, that's right, you. But he's just sort of like the gar is kind of doing like flipper like dolphin things around and just hanging out. And, this guy who does not introduce himself at all just keeps talking to him and telling, "Oh, it's all right. They're okay. They're not doing nothing. They're not doing any harm." Thought I could rotate.
I'll
this.
talk to him as well. I can't understand him back, but
now you can all
I'll just
fit.
try to make friends. I can communicate with, but not understand them. I'm like, wow, haven't seen a specimen quite as impressive as you in a long time. You must have gotten quite a lot of food down here, talking to the Gar, Sandy, as she's jumping around.
And Sandy will tell you that I also worked out.
I can't understand her. I have
Okay.
the speech of beast
Oh,
and leaf,
that's right.
so I can communicate with them, but not really understand them.
Okay, well, she
So-
is trying desperately to communicate with you. You guys don't have to get on because we're gonna hand wave all this, but I had thought there might end up being a combat here, so I made the raft into a tile that I can move, but clearly I haven't figured out how to do that well. Anyway, so you guys get rafted across, and I know he has a name. I just didn't look it up before we.
Does he? Does he?
Do you have a name?
You have a name, guy.
Gosh, Oh, smart check. Yeah, he introduced. Oh man, how did I forget this name? So as you leave, he goes and he shakes Robespierre's hand, and he says, "Name's Thoopship."
It's a lovely name.
Thank you. Well,
I'm
actually,
Robespierre.
it's Thoopship Jr. It's my dad's name.
The second.
The second. Well, that would kind of imply that there'd be a Thoopship the third, and I'm not seeing my possibilities there. But in any case,
maybe if we deal with this prince of yours, you can make your way back to the village. Google.
I'll keep my ear open
Google.
for that. Listen, what I know, when I keep my heart real still, I can hear the Sea Mother. And I think she's in danger from something. And I think it comes from the Drow. So just bear that in mind when you go there, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right. Sea Mother, look after y'all. Good luck to you. All right, and then you guys are on the other side, and you can. We will actually go back to the amended map here. And you can all see this map, right? Yeah, because you're all in here.
Yeah.
So
I like how you thought we were going to kill this poor guy and his fish.
Gotta be prepared for all eventualities.
That's true. I could have rolled badly.
Well, and you are our primary talker a lot of times. So in games where you're not present, sometimes we are a little bit more shoot first, ask questions later.
Although
Or
you're also
are
the
we
most
talking
shoot first, ask questions later
Yeah.
of all of us.
Yeah.
If any of us was going to randomly murk somebody, I would bet Robespierre.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, lately,
I've done it a few times.
Lately,
Not randomly, but
lately I've been seeing some of that from Noob and Mary, so you know.
Yeah.
And
Mary's
also,
yeah.
Mary's a
Stealing.
prophetess.
It's true.
That's true. Yeah.
All right. So, but not wanting that kind of discovery, you guys are on the pink path, and you've just crossed over here. Moving quickly without stealth, you guys can do 23 miles in a day, right? Or 24? What is it? I forgot, D&D.
25.
25, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15. You can get there today if you hustle. Well, if you actually...
No,
actually,
there is a different rule for Underdark travel.
Because Underdark is actually
Oh.
considered automatically more difficult terrain. So
Yeah, well, because the Underdark, at least Forgotten Realms Underdark, shifts.
yeah,
The passages move.
I
Oh, the stairways move.
don't think that's necessarily true of Greyhawk Underdark. I have not read anything in these books that says they do that. Just that they're all very dangerous, and that there is every mile I'm supposed to have you guys do a random encounter. But I don't find
That's
that
a lot of miles.
I don't find that to be fun to just sit there and roll dice to find out if you guys are gonna have combat or not.
Oh, I see. We roll for one. Now we have one automatically. I was like, what the 23
Right.
random encounters?
Right. No.
Yeah,
it's,
but in 1E that was also a 1 in 6 chance. So you probably have a lot more than we do.
well, it was 1 in 12 actually for this, so that's not. I mean, this is the 1E book.
Well, that's not as bad.
No. But let's parse that
Still
out.
too many. Still too many chances.
Well, there was one. You had
3.5 years.
You had one encounters. uh, but
That's pretty fortunate.
I don't want to play it that way. I like encounters to actually have meaning. So I am gonna say about the halfway point. And you have the map. Mary's tracking, I'm assuming, on the map at least.
Always, honey.
Uh,
Always tracking.
I will say when you guys get to about here, if unless there's something you guys want to do in the intervening like 3 hours it takes to get there, Mary will say we're coming to a crossroads, and so however you want to prepare for that, but you're coming to a where a tertiary road crosses the secondary road.
Well, I think no matter how fast we've been traveling, as we approach this crossroads, I would suggest we slow down a bit just to kind of scope out the terrain a little bit better without being seen.
Okay.
That would be my suggestion.
I would like you guys then to make a group stealth check. Four successes means the group is successful. No, three.
Well, and when I make that suggestion, as we get closer, I will cast Pass Without Trace as well, just to give us an advantage on that.
You got it.
So for the hour-ish that we're kind of coming through this area.
You got it. Everybody had 10.
Good thing you gave us that plus 10.
Yeah. Noobs, that's actually 24. Robes, that's
Mine is too. I forgot to add it.
Okay. 33.
34.
You always have to show me up, don't you, Vela?
No, that's not what I'm trying to do. So sorry. I can be a little louder.
just giving you a hard time, dear.
As you guys get to this crossroads, and you are moving very stealthily, and carefully, not wanting to attract any attention, as you get a little closer, I know that Elva will notice. Anybody else with a passive perception over 18?
Well, mine is 18.
18, okay. 18 or over.
19.
19,
Yep.
okay. So the three of you, one more than me. So the three of you pick up
Okay,
as you're getting
Channel me,
close
cool.
to the crossing. A small rock fall, heading to the northeast.
We hear it or we see it?
Hear it. Because you guys are moving silently with Mary's spell. Like, you guys are just so quiet, and it just absorbing into the shadows. And so then it's so quiet that you hear and then you hear just a mutter of Nubin is able to understand it as "damn it."
Are you talking, Tony?
You are muted. Tony, you're muted.
Muted.
Sorry, I'm now unmuted.
Okay.
And I would share with everyone else what I heard.
Okay.
guess we have to decide if this is someone
Then
we need.
you hear Tony. You all hear a little like vocalization, and Tony goes, "It just called for a retreat." I can't hear you, Dusty. Still can't hear you.
I know I'm being very stealthy.
Okay. So stealthy that your mic didn't pick it up.
Don't hide from us. We need to know where you are.
Who do you think? Who do we think that was? Can somebody be invisible and run up there real fast? Somebody turn me invisible. I'll run up there real fast.
I'll cast invisibility on you, sure.
I'm gonna zoom forward as fast as I can.
Okay. As fast as you can is not
Well, and
stealthy.
you can fly, so.
But you
Yeah,
can fly.
but I'm gonna fly.
Okay.
But you're invisible.
I'm invisible and I'm flying.
But we said that using a magic item doesn't count as using magic, right? Like that was what
Right, because
that was made.
the way that this is the way that the wings are written is that it's just movement speed.
No, I know.
When activating it isn't casting a spell.
Right, that's what we
Right.
decided. So as a group, I thought we had decided.
Well,
that.
some items say use this item to cast a spell, and I would say
Right.
that would trigger.
Right.
But this one just says activate it, you can fly.
Okay. So you fly and you see retreating back about 16. They appeared gnomes to you, but they're dark gray and slightly taller than the gnomes that you're familiar with seeing above on the surface.
16.
Yeah, they're all like fleeing, and several of them are carrying like components, or like boxes, and there's like little bits of metal, and they're like they're carrying this machine away as they're running down the hallway to the northeast. It's gonna get real tight for you quickly because they're gonna take advantage of their small form to get through these 3-foot wide openings. You're gonna almost have to do the Millennium Falcon sideway move here.
Nice. I'm gonna whichever one. Is there one that looks distinctly like the leader?
You can, if you want to take some time and slow down, you can make an insight check. If you want to keep up with them, you cannot make that determination.
Okay, so no insight check. I'm gonna pick one at random.
Okay.
You can decide. Roll a d16.
Nah. I have
and
one from DCC.
and I'm gonna say, wait. In their head.
Okay. Let's roll a d20. A little bit of pee dribbles out, and then they continue to run because they just heard a voice in their head, and you hear like, ah!
Okay. 16 of them going through a tiny,
Almost
but we're
like
going that
is
direction.
consistently reacted to in the same way.
I know.
If you heard a voice in your head, you would freak out. Like that wasn't one of your imaginary voices that you've like had since kid, like all of a sudden you heard Dusty's voice in your head. You'd be like, what the fuck is that?
And you don't know Dusty.
Right, yeah.
Just in general, my voice is super creepy.
Honestly, if I had heard Dusty's voice in my head at this point, I'd be like, oh, okay, that tracks.
So this time I'll just say out loud, wait. But quietly, I'll whisper it like that. He's chewing very dramatically.
Yeah. I bought a giant chocolate bar at this store the other day, and it's really tasty. I actually bought 2. All right.
Don't make me roll for anything.
All right. The three of them turn around and look up, and they're looking around. And one of them's got like a sack, and you recognize them as like these fireball ammo. Um, and they, oh no, and then, like not wanting to drop them. And they're all just looking around, going, "Who said that? Who said? Where are you?" And like a couple of them pull out hand crossbows, and they're just all.
Don't shoot. I'm with the good guys.
Are you speaking in common?
Yeah, that's all I know. That's not true. It isn't all I know, but it's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, they I think speak common. Actually, I don't know that they do.
Do they?
Let's spell the name correctly. SV. There we go.
Oh, this is really bad chocolate. I don't need to steal this.
I like it
Ew.
a lot. You're crazy. It's good.
Blah.
All right. Fair enough.
Shoot our.
No, they don't speak common, so they wouldn't have even known what wait means. So never mind. They would not have stopped. They would have kept running.
All right. Well, I'm gonna turn back around.
Okay. All
See,
right.
there's like these there's like these drow dwarves. Does anybody know about drow dwarves? Like
Gnomes.
they look like
Well, we've
drow
had
gnomes.
the deep gnomes described to us multiple times.
Fila's not super. I mean, she's observant and perceptive and wise and intelligent, but she's a little
We haven't
flighty.
met any, but we've been told about them.
Right, Courage's the friends, right? Doesn't
Right.
his cousin makes the ammo that I was so generous to
yeah.
entrust with you?
I remember.
I was going to
Remember
say
the ammo.
foolish, but that didn't sound very kind. So
It didn't sound that way, but it was meant
in
that
one of the episodes you were not here for, I was given a bunch of jacks, basically from like the game jacks,
Oh yeah. Remember
and
the
they're and then were you here for the episode when I threw one?
Yeah. That was
Okay.
I had to like try to like defend you against the
Oh yeah,
mob.
that's right. You were there. Yep.
Forgot what happened.
That happened. It went poorly,
you guys got reinvestigated.
but I made it through. But I made it
yeah. I mean, I'm not. Good news. I'm now a prophetess of law.
Oh, that's right.
That was the episode you were here for, but you had to leave a little early, and and then to get out of it, to get out of the constant interrogation, the threat of Loth was shown, and they were like, "Whoa."
That's right. I remember I left right when that happened.
Yep.
It's all I could think to do. So yeah. So maybe this is some of the Courage's cousins folk.
You guys are here, by
Sure.
the way, just to.
Didn't Courage give you a fancy trebuchet, Elva?
Yes. To show that we are, in fact, friends of his. But it's difficult to show while they're running away from you down a narrow passage.
Right. I'm not. I don't think it would come in handy right about now. But if we run into them again, might be nice to have.
All right. So as you guys,
We'll have to run fast. They're moving very fast, but maybe we'll see them at the Smurf Village.
Before we go too far, can we look to see where they were, if they left anything behind?
yes,
Because, I've stolen the trebuchet and the jacks. Might as well just pick up whatever we might find, right?
yep.
I wonder if they build cities out of glass-like sugarcane that we
You
can
think
eat.
they're doozers?
Maybe.
They're not that.
Maybe we are, in
small.
fact, down in Fraggle Rock.
Oh, that would be amazing.
That'd be so fun.
Why I
Your
don't.
man.
nephew go.
Now, I want to have a.
The silly people.
Yes.
The silly creatures.
You're gonna need to go talk to the great and almighty trash heap. And
The trash heap has spoken.
then
Yeah.
and afterwards you'll get a letter from a traveling Uncle Hastings. Anyway,
Why is this not happening?
that's who Uncle Hastings, traveling Uncle Hastings was in my head was traveling Uncle Matt, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Yeah, but what I don't understand is why the doozers aren't happening right here.
because I did not think of it at this point.
Oh, hold on. I have to ask. Robin, do you know who the Fraggles are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't one that we were missing
mean-
on.
I didn't watch it a whole lot, but I know what they are.
Close enough.
Oh, good.
That was the first thing I ordered when I got my first subscription to the Netflix, where they sent you the discs. We watched the entirety of Fraggle Rock.
That's fun.
Nice.
Down at Fraggle Rock. Boop boop. All right. And this is why we've been playing this game for 4 years. All right. So,
This is why I said, among other reasons.
Among
when Tony
other
tried to call us
reasons.
out earlier.
yep, among other reasons.
All of which will be on display today.
All right. So, are you going down the northeastern passage towards where you know the Snurf Neblin?
Well, I'm not wanting to follow them, but
Okay.
I mean, just as far as where we had heard the rock
Oh,
slide
right,
and
to
where they
check.
were like,
Um,
yeah, I just wanted to check to see if they left anything.
Sure. Go ahead and make a your. Well, I really like that Shane does this thing where he's like, make a look around look, and you choose.
Check,
you tell
yeah.
me what check you think is best for that, like survival or investigation. I don't know, whatever you think
Well,
is
I
best.
suck at investigation. I think Mary's approach would be to like read the land a
Yeah.
little bit more than
Sure.
anything else,
See what's disturbed,
like,
what's not. Yeah,
yeah.
survival would work.
So survival's better for me. I think I'd go with those skills.
Well, that was a good choice. Although investigation probably
It would have
been
been my
okay
best
there too.
investigation roll too.
What you
Would
find?
have just been a 20, but
you find that looks like somebody got startled and dropped stuff. So first off, you find what you assume to be drops of gnome urine. Then you find
I'm such a good tracker.
you are well with the 28. So
Definitely gnome urine. It's high in urea. You can really tell.
Well, they have a very, anyway, it's a
Very
diet.
distinctive.
But it's whoever got scared and dropped stuff. You find one of those jacks. So you have another one of those jacks that you have handed over to Vela.
Yeah, this one I'm going to hold on to.
You got it.
Good choice.
And then you find a couple of the springs and sprockets that were part of. You already have a number of these.
Mm-hmm. I do.
But what's most interesting is you find a small envelope has also fallen out. It's a parchment envelope. And it doesn't look like it's holding a letter. It looks like it's holding some kind of rounded object.
Well, I'm definitely going to look at that. Is it sealed?
It is sealed.
Well, then I think I'll bring it over to the others. I won't open it on my own.
Okay. All right.
And I'll just share. I found this envelope. It seems might have something interesting in it. Maybe important because it's sealed. I don't know if there's a way to, get a peek inside without disturbing the seal. I kind of look at the people that I consider to be the more shifty of our group to see if they have any ideas.
I could maybe pop it open with some thieves' tools.
I could hit it with my hammer.
Does anyone have the spell mending?
I do, but
We could open it and then mend the seal.
oh, there you go.
I meant to. But you probably are better at it than me.
I see what you're doing there, dear. I've gone around this. I've lived a few more years than you're giving me credit for. But I appreciate it. All right.
Trying.
Would you like to try to open it? I think you're probably more
I'll be right back.
dexterous with,
Okay.
than I am. I'll let Vela, and then we can mend it, when we're finished.
Sure.
Oh,
You,
well.
I think you have rerolls.
Well, I did thieves' tools as opposed to sleight of hand, so.
Well, thieves' tools is correct.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me look.
I don't know.
You do have 4 rerolls. Would you like
Amend
to
it
reroll?
anyway.
Well, but what if you accidentally destroy what's inside with the roll like that?
Okay, I'll re-roll it. And it'll be a 1.
What happened?
One more. It's not a 1 at least.
I got an 11.
An 11? 11 is
Instead
good
of
enough.
a 10.
An 11 is good
I had a
enough.
10.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking a 12, but I'm gonna just say it's okay. Based on the sacrifice of a reroll. That's shitty. I shouldn't do that. Never mind. I had in mind. Well,
Tear
wait.
it a little. It happens.
Yeah, you can mend it. It's fine. Don't use the
fine.
reroll. That's fine.
Too late. I used it. Count it down. We did it.
All right.
That ship has sailed.
It's for the people in Iowa who
It's
need
for the
help.
kids.
Yep. All right. I don't know actually with studio mode on. I don't know how to change the.
You just change it and then just hit the transition button again. Like put the scene you want to adjust back up and hit transition.
Or I could just turn studio mode off. I just realized that.
I mean, you can do that too. That's boring though.
Why is that boring?
Because it's more fun to do it with studio mode on. Just because I had a glass of wine already.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
All right. Doesn't matter. You guys open it up, and inside is a shell. It's a seashell. I think without any roll or anything else, it would occur to Mary how odd.
Well, it's odd, yeah. We're not by the sea, right?
Yeah, not to take away any player agency. I'll just point out that that's the Underdark and not by the sea.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we did just pass some water, but I don't know as if we saw any shelled creatures in that area.
It likely flows to the sea at some distance.
Mm-hmm. I'm good. Can I put it up to my ear and see if I hear the sea?
I should point out, like this was a gnome-sized packet. You could, but it would almost be like you're putting in an earbud. The size of.
Oh, okay. It's a tiny
yeah,
seashell.
it's not enormous. It would definitely fit in the palm of your hand. Quite comfortably. It's very pretty, pearlescent, with blues and tans kind of streaking through it. It's in certain places opalescent, and if you hold it up to light, in places you can see through it. But it is a very pretty shell.
It's kind of odd that they'd have this all sealed inside a little envelope. I mean, unless it's worth something, because it is so
magical.
rare. Well, that's what I was thinking, initially. But then I was like, well, maybe there's another reason. Maybe they just bought her in seashells. I don't know. But
Could be.
I mean, I do have the ability to detect magic, but I don't know as if I care to use that right now. It's kind of a limited thing I can do. So maybe we just hold on to it until there's a lot of things we want to detect.
Fine.
I think I only get it through that
That's a fur mode
feature.
trait.
So
That's a
yeah, and so I can't. I don't think I can ritually cast something that's like a trait like that. So
once per day per
I'm
long
gonna
rest.
just So I'm gonna just wait until maybe there's some other things I want to detect, unless somebody else cares too.
No, I can cast a spell to do it, but I have a limited.
Right.
They're more limited for me than for some others.
Well, maybe I'll just hold on to it for now.
All right. It's now.
I'll hold on to the envelope too, but I won't mend it at the moment
Okay.
because it doesn't make sense to mend it without anything inside.
Got it. And there is nothing else inside. There's just a single small shell. And to be precise, it's about an inch and a half long, maybe an inch at its widest. All right. It's now roughly the equivalent of your waking hours of noonish. You guys can continue on, or I mean, I don't want to dictate where you're going, but the giant three thing here, or three thing, 3 times 2 thing here, the 6 block. You guys can't see what I'm circling.
Are you talking
That's
about that
the Kuatoa
honeycomb looking
village,
thing?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, where the Kuatoa. That's the
Yeah.
Kuatoa village. So that's where you're heading. You do know you're heading towards a place that looks like there's a tertiary passage in.
We're going to Snurfnublin, right?
I think we should go after Korra first. I mean, she's in danger.
Right.
Maybe, perhaps we seek them out on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So you know there's the direct route in. Then there's also this secondary or tertiary passage. Well, it's not direct. The direct route is a secondary route. That's the most direct you have. Then there's
The pink one.
The pink one. Dashed lines
Yeah.
are secondary routes. Solid lines are primary, and tiny dash is tertiary. So you know that coming up here is a possibility to take a tertiary route in. You do know that those sometimes collapse, and that there's an increased chance of running into untoward things in a tertiary um, trail, but because they're not patrolled as much, because they're not traveled as much. So, uh, how do you guys wish to proceed once you come up on that? I guess if you're still heading in that direction, when you come to that crossroads, what do you wish to do? That's right here.
Well, it sounds like these Kotoa are not very friendly to outsiders. So I think maybe it's worth trying to brave the tertiary path. Keep as low profile as possible.
I think that makes sense. If there's a way to get in and get Korra and get out, that would be preferable to waging a war against a people that's recently become prepared for war.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, I am gonna call for a 2-minute bio break myself right now. Uh, as you guys head into the tertiary. But before I do, would somebody roll me a fateful D6?
I got it.
All right. We'll pick up in 5 minutes. I'm gonna need now. So I will see you guys.
Good job, Tony. You doubled our break.
In 5 minutes, we'll be right back, everybody. I want to put us on mute. Kathy, we're muted.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
All right, and we're back. Hi, everybody. Quick bio break, but also quick roll to 1 on a random encounter. And as you guys are walking down this tertiary hallway, I will ask for anyone who would like to roll a survival check.
I mean, I will.
Okay.
Feel like
Yes, please.
that fits my character.
All right. You guys can keep rolling if you want, but
Didn't beat me that time.
but a 23 will do. So if you guys want to keep rolling, but I'm gonna say it's Mary.
Well, Bela and I are pretty equal on this one.
Right, I get it. But as you're walking forward, Mary's looking at the map and saying, "This hallway." I'm not gonna say what Mary says, but you notice, Mary, that the hallway is getting wider. And there's rubble in the floor, and all of you are beginning to notice that the floor is somewhat uneven. As you begin to walk into this, begins to open up a little wider, and so this hallway that was this corridor, this natural cavern that was somewhere between 5 and 10 feet on average as you were walking through it, widens incrementally up to 20 feet wider, and it feels natural. Everything about this is natural, but then Mary begins to notice there's rubble on the floor. And then you step. I don't know who it is, but one of you steps and you hear a crunch under your foot. One of you looks down and you stepped on an egg. It's an
Oh, no.
egg.
No.
No, it's an egg shell. It's already been broken.
Okay.
But then,
I don't know that that's better.
Would this be a great time to tell you that I have to go for a puke emergency that's happening?
yeah, do you?
In your house.
Yeah, there's several children puking like projectile vomit right now.
Oh no.
That's why I keep going off camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay on camera in case I can come back and doesn't mess the overlay up, but I may be gone for like a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, please take care of you.
Best of luck.
Good luck.
Best luck.
I'm the one that stepped on the
Good luck.
eggshell.
Okay. All right. Robespierre steps on the
And
eggshell.
then vomited.
And then vomited because it let a little goo out. So I am going to place you guys where I sort of had you in mind walking through here. But you can move yourselves plus or minus sort of a little bit what order you think you would actually have been walking in. I don't want to railroad you. So this is what you've walked into. Please put yourself into whatever marching order you would have been in.
I think we're still on the other map.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have an app activated.
I need to activate it. All right, there we go. Oh, and I probably didn't turn on light. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second. You won't be able to see anything anyway. Lighting.
We can, because Robes has dark vision.
It doesn't. Yeah, nice.
And everybody can see it through robes.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, but I've said that there's light, and so I've I don't like the grayscale all the time. So I'm just, and I don't want to bog people's computers down with a ton of lighting effects. So does this work? Guys, yeah, you guys can see. Okay. So what you see is a hole, and that as soon as Robe steps on that egg, Mary, I don't know if this is the order you're in or not. You guys can move, but you see the hole to the east. You see a hole to the northwest. These look like burrowed out holes, and as soon as you see that, you're not surprised because of that survival roll. But then bursting forth, you can hear the crunching sound of something burrowing out and popping out right in front of you. So no surprise round because Mary cries out, but I will need everybody to roll for initiative as I bring this monster onto board.
Do we have a
Do you
combat?
have the encounter turned on?
I haven't turned that on, but hold 1 second because I haven't. But
So don't roll for initiative.
Yes, please wait 1 second. Thank you.
Oh man, our old friend.
All right, encounter started.
Is it a land shark?
Is he? No, he's selling encyclopedias.
Oh.
I do think, I mean, I don't know as if Mary always leads the way. I know I have the map, but usually because of the type of fighter I am, I stay more towards the middle.
Right.
So I don't know if there's someone who would have rather been
I
walking
could
where I am.
swap with you.
Okay.
And Noob saying he would have been in front.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead, Robin. Place yourself where you think you would have been. Is that where you would have been?
I just moved
Okay,
back
all
to
right,
the
all right.
second row. I think,
Are we
walking in a chunk, I'd be in the middle.
okay? And I think would Elva be kind of in the center of you two, or okay?
No, I'd move up.
Okay.
All right, we'll just flip flop then.
All right.
Staying close because I'm letting Mary direct me because I don't know how to navigate these things. But
And then we think Robes is where he would be, and Dusty, are you comfortable with where Vela is?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're
Yep.
comfortable, and we think this is where
I
Winston
think
would want Robes.
because Robes, yeah, because he said he stepped on the shell, so he'd have
Right.
to be somewhat
He'd have to be somewhat
in the
front.
front.
Yep. Okay. All right. I'm gonna place him in initiative, and we all like several people can see his sheet and can control him, right?
I can't anymore.
Okay. Anybody
I can see
got
him.
him? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Configure ownership.
Oh, fine. I'm not good enough. I see how it is.
No, I'm putting you all on him. All right. Everybody should be able to use robes. All right. Okay. So that let's add this guy to the initiative. He did very badly. Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Newbin,
That's pretty bad.
you are up first.
All right. So this is clearly a bad dude. Newbin is trying to remember where his weapons are.
He's super aggressive. It's not that he's bad necessarily, but it does look like it wants to eat you.
Wrap him on the nose with a newspaper,
Holy shit!
or just crit him right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's nice.
Take your Morning Star and bash him one.
Does that hit?
Oh, yes, it does.
Bad bullet.
Bad boule. Bad boule. Boulette. All right. 14.
So that first one's going to be a big overhead smash, and then he's going to follow it up with
Did you do crit damage, Tony?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Just wasn't very good.
okay.
And then I'm gonna, after smashing down, I'm gonna give him a quick kick too.
24 will hit as well.
for 8 more points of damage.
You got it. Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to do my best to move around behind him.
Okay. He's sort of against this wall, but you can move alongside him, sure. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it for now.
All right. As Elva prepares to move, there's a rumble from behind. And another creature bursts forth from the side. What's your initiative? Okay. Well,
Mr. Hot Rodder.
all right. Now, Elva, you're up.
I will bonus action ignite my sword
Okay.
and move back to the one behind. I'm going to move right to there.
You got it.
And attack. Does a 17 hit?
I believe it just hits. It does. All right.
2.
Yep, I'll take that damage.
Second attack also hits.
Why are you doing what you're doing here? Hold on, before
Only.
you give me any more information, I'm having issues.
Okay.
All right, the first one was 22 points of damage, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this manually because whatever I typed in here reduced me to 10 hit points, and that's not correct. So it should be okay. Then what was the second one?
14 more points of damage.
Got it. Okay, hold on. You went back down to 10. What is going on here? That's not right. All right, 7, 2, done. Now just do what you're supposed to do. Minus 14. Oh, I keep hitting equal is what's happening. All right.
Oh, instead of taking away?
I'm hitting the equal sign instead of the minus sign on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess minus sign is the same as the taking away, but it's the official term for it. I'm using the second grade vernacular.
Gotcha.
Are we doing takeaways today?
We are doing
Teacher?
takeaways. We are.
I'm
But
going to take away a little more on my third attack.
okay, gotcha. How much more?
We'll see.
A 20.
Well, I'm going to hit, so I am actually going to take away.
I thought that
more.
was a 2, and I was like, how did you get to 19? You have a plus 17? Okay. Minus 19. Hit the minus button. Good. Okay. All right. He's still up, but he is a third the boulette it was when it popped out of this ground just a second ago. And anything
I'm gonna
else?
stand there and be an impediment to getting to anybody else.
Okay, that was Elva's go. As Elva finishes her go, there's a rumble from the northwest. As you guys weren't gonna it wasn't gonna be one boulette. I mean, seriously, you guys are 15th level. So.
Well, there were 2 holes, so we knew there was going to be at least a couple.
Right. All right. Another one pops in.
Because they're not normally pack hunters.
They're not. Not in this case. But I actually do have an ecological reason for this.
Ecological?
I do. Ecological? Did I British it up too much?
No, it's fun to have an ecologist in a D&D game.
Okay.
That's all.
Back in the day, sorry, I'm gonna left-hand turn to the steering wheel a second here. Dragon Magazine used to write the ecology of every monster. And some of it was obviously written by people who
Lonely
think about
grognards?
animals' sex too much. But some of it was interesting, like
Pretty much what I said.
yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
Ed. I think
Yeah.
you nailed it. So.
But some of it was really interesting, like what do they eat? How is it that they survive in this area? So yeah, I tend to think about that. Like why would they do this? Why would there be this many in this area? So, okay. All right. So that was Elvis go. It actually is this Boulette who just showed up's go, and he's going to do a leap. He's got that leap ability, right? If I remember correctly. Deadly
Yeah.
leap. I can jump 15 feet as part of my movement.
Deadly might be a stretch.
I think it's super deadly, but well, it's super stretch unless you're over, under level 5. Then it's probably pretty deadly. To land on its feet in a space that contains one or more other creatures, each of these characters must succeed on a DC 16 strength or dexterity check, or saving throw, or be knocked prone and take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, plus slashing damage. On a successful save, creature takes half damage. Okay, so this guy's going to jump right here. And I'm going to get off you guys, but it is going to be right here. So I need a saving throw from Robespierre, Vela, and from Merryweather. All right, you'll take half, Merryweather.
Saving throw of what?
Dex or strength, your choice. I think as a rogue, well, you're not high enough level rogue, I bet. That'll pass. And then can somebody roll robes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
somebody else got it.
robes is gonna fail. So he is knocked prone, and he will take. I'm just gonna do the average here for quickness. 14 bludgeoning damage and 14 slashing damage. So
Who's updating?
you rolled them. You
Anybody
updated
have it? I didn't roll them.
Oh, who rolled them?
I don't know.
Is
14 you 14 you said though?
Yeah,
I can do it.
It's 28. Is he playing from a distance? From a distance. Winds.
Did you say was any of it poison?
No.
Okay.
It was
Bludgeoning, slashing.
bludgeoning
And
and
then-
slashing.
Got it.
We take
Updated.
half of that.
You take half of that.
Did you say?
So you'll take
Okay,
14 each.
14 total. Okay.
Oh, good clarification.
And Vela does the check. I don't know what level rogue you are.
Why?
Because at a certain point, when you fail.
No, not a third level.
No, okay, never mind.
I'm a rogue 3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nope.
it's at like 7 or 9 or something.
Yeah,
where
it's a higher level where you can just ignore stuff like that. But
Oh, yeah. Rogue features.
I'm gonna send this boulette to the bottom here. All right, I think I am. Nope, I can't. So he's on top of you guys, but I'm gonna put him right here. Okay, is that all right? Because I just don't. I want you guys to be able to see your tokens. Does that make sense? Okay. No. Would you rather I put him over there?
Just so that I know for sneak attack is really all I was trying to make sure I knew where everybody was. It's fine as long as there's some sort of marker mentally. I'm good.
There is a way to do it. I just can't remember where it is. I don't
You're
remember.
good.
I don't remember.
All good.
Okay. But he's in this area here. All right. That bullet's gone. It's Vela's go. He's actually.
All right.
You were not knocked prone, but he is
That is
in
correct.
your space.
Right. I'm going to bonus action disengage
I'm
and
going
move
to prone Robespierre.
there. And then he's on top of my peoples, so I'm going to beat him up. And I had different thoughts on what I was going to do, but now I feel like I really need to hit him hard.
Mary's not prone, and Elva's obviously not prone, so you do have sneak attack.
Yes. That I know.
Okay.
I'm just deciding if I'm going to do it. I was just going to do sneak attack, but I now I'm just going to hit it real hard. The one that's on top of them, I'm going to hit with blight.
Oh man. Okay. That's a.
He's on top of Robes and Mary, and I've made Mary really feel incompetent today, and I really don't like it when Robes
You
gets
make
hit.
her feel that way. She's just giving you a hard time.
I know.
All right, what do I need to do? A DC saving.
Con save.
Okay. I just missed it. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Ooh, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it's a pathetic roll.
That wasn't great. Sorry. It's still a
I got
hell of a lot of
3
damage, but
3 1s
yeah,
in that mess.
yeah, that's not great.
That sucks. Majority of those were under 4.
Well,
Boo.
you hate to see that on a high level spell, but that is what it
It
is.
says action, disengage, and movement.
You have a bonus action yet because that's your.
I bonus action disengaged.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
So
Don't you have the.
what?
Oh, yeah, you bonus action disengage. Yep, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that is everything.
Mary, you are underneath. I will move.
Yeah, I'm
You're
gonna.
not prone.
No, I know, but I want to walk away. I'm gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna climb up this wall over here.
With your spider
So
climb?
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll bonus action spider climb with my thread and climb up about as far as I can. I don't know how high the ceilings are, but
25 feet.
well, that's perfect because I'll move 5 feet and then climb up 25 feet. So that'll be my full movement to be at the ceiling.
It will take the opportunity attack. So that would be its bite attack. 13 is gonna miss.
Yeah, that misses.
And Mary scurries away.
And maybe that way Robes can roll away or something on his turn.
You're prone, Robes.
How much have you heard, Winston?
0, but I see there's bullets, so.
Okay. You got the deadly leap and you failed your save. So you took 28 points of bludgeoning and slashing damage, plus you were knocked prone. So you're underneath the bullet in the center.
Got it. So I'm crushed by it?
You are prone underneath it right now.
Got it.
All right. Well, and since
oh wait, Meriwether. Yep.
Yeah, were you going to say something else?
I was not. I was,
Okay.
but then I realized I was wrong.
Okay, I am going to take. So it sounds to me like the one that Nubin and Elva, or wait, Elva hit this one down here. Nubin hit the one up there, or right?
I walked away.
Okay, it doesn't
I
matter.
hit the one
I'm gonna
farthest
go
down,
for the
the
one
bottom.
by Nubin because it sounded to me like that one maybe had gotten damaged the most.
I
I
think
don't know.
both of them have been hit
The one by
fairly
Elva
hard.
has been beat up the most.
Well, I asked the wrong question at the wrong time, and I stated
got it.
I was attacking the one by Nubin.
Okay,
So
no, you're fine.
I
The
will
south one
attack with
did get
2.
hurt harder.
Yeah, I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention
That's
to
okay.
that, so I attacked the wrong one.
That's okay.
But
24?
12 piercing. No, 2 hits. One was an 18 to hit, one was a 24 to hit. A total of 24
Gotcha.
with the 2 arrows.
Gotcha. Both hit, obviously, and both do that damage. Anything else you wish to do with that?
Nope, I can't do anything else.
Well, now they're hurt almost equally. And that will bring us to Robespierre, who is prone underneath the one right here.
Yeah, gosh, what do I do? So many options.
I did provoke the attack of opportunity.
It has no
so
reactions.
It has no reactions.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got it. Okay. Well, I will take my half my movement to stand up. If that's possible, I guess kind of roll out of the way, maybe. So like half my movement plus 5.
Okay.
Does that work? Does that work?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, there goes the prone state. Oh, I can't take it off.
I'll take it off. You have to left click
Oh,
it.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, now you have prone times 3. Yeah.
There
okay.
we go.
Yep,
Got it.
You got
oh
it.
no, I'm negative prone.
Yeah, now you're super prone. Okay. All right.
Right, that's 20 feet. I guess I probably would have rolled out this way so I can get away from this other one that's about to get me.
You got.
And I will take another 5, 10 feet. And I'm going to draw in some moisture from the area, from this, dank cave or whatever. Actually,
Yep.
who knows what's in here? And cast Cone of Cold.
They have been mostly dry, but you're not far enough from the Svartjet River yet where that you don't have some moisture to work with. So you're able to pull that in. Okay.
Got it. So I'm going to use my pack slot for that. And it will carefully blast these two guys.
Oh, okay.
So they need to do a DC 20 Constitution saving throw. They are bullets, so they may be able to make it.
Whoa, Constitution is pretty freaking high for
Yep. I picked the wrong spell. I should have done Synaptic Static. It's too many people clustered.
Oh, but I rolled a 1.
That's one fail.
Okay, and then I don't remember which one I just did that for. I'm gonna say it was this one.
Yeah.
And so, because they have the same stats. And then this one, attributes, con, saving throw, normal, 23.
Fail saves.
Okay,
Nice.
so it's half damage on a save.
Yep. So 47 damage to the one that failed.
Oh, he's still alive! He had 48 hit points.
No. That would have been great because he would have frozen into a solid cube and been shattered.
Yeah.
Sad.
That's
so
awesome.
Sad.
And then this one takes 23. Is that right?
Yeah, 23.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Just blast it out.
Got it.
And that's all my movement, so I'm done.
Okay. Okay, this one is going to. You're up high, right? You're plus 25 feet, so he's going to move just slightly and snap at Robespierre, who appears to not have a flaming sword in his hand. Currently, yeah, things could change, and will bite. And will miss, and that's all he's got. So that's that guy.
Wow.
And then this guy here is going to try. Somebody tell me how the pushing attack works. How far can you push somebody on an attack?
5 feet.
That's it?
Yep.
Unless you got like something special.
I don't. I was hoping these guys did. You know what, though? I still want to do it. This guy's going to push Robe, or he's going to try to push Noobs. Because Noobs wears a robe, sometimes I go. So that's just a contested strength check, right? If I want to push him 5?
Noobs can do strength or dex.
And then I just do what for the attack? For a pushing
You do
attack?
athletics.
Athletics, okay.
Yeah, and opposed by athletics or acrobatics. I think. Or is it just athletics for shove? I don't remember now.
I think it's either. So, Noob resist being pushed towards the hole.
With dexterity? Is that what you said?
It's either athletics or acrobatics.
Yep, it is. It is either.
Either. Yep. Okay.
Is it a saving throw or a regular throw?
It's a skill check.
Athletics or acrobatics.
You win and you are not pushed. Okay. It was his Hail Mary anyway. I was just trying to get you guys cornered towards that hole. All right. Next round of combat, and that'll bring us to Nubin.
All right. So Nubin is going to take the old Morning Star out again.
14 will miss.
Miss horribly.
I mean, you hit him, but his armor, you've fought bullets before. You remember, you have to hit him hard.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately.
All right.
You want to reroll? You got 3 rerolls.
Yeah, you know
or
what?
do you want to
reroll.
use a monk thing? Okay.
I'm going to reroll.
You got
I have 3 rerolls, or the group does?
The group has 3 rerolls.
Okay, I'm just gonna use some dope monk shit
Dope monk shit.
and
Nice.
use a key point.
27 will hit. Is that flurry of blows you're using?
Yeah.
Okay. 10 points of damage is enough. How do you want that to look as you miss with the Morning Star, and then you switch to either your foot or your hand? What happens to knock this boulette down with its 1 point left?
It's just gonna be a sweet
Because it was charging,
uppercut.
it was charging at you, pushing you, and you fought back. Then you hit it twice with the Morning Star, and then what killed it?
Just a big old uppercut to the underside of the chin.
And it cracks, and it falls dead. All right, that's it for that guy. Anything else, Newman? I think you have one more hit with your flurry of blows, right?
I do. So I'm gonna come right back over to this guy and throw another punch.
17 just hits. 13 points of damage. He is not dead. And is just, he has, it looks like he's actually facing Elva. So like it looks like he's attacking Mary, but he's not. He's, here, we'll rotate him. There we go. All right. So you're hitting him like in the backside. So he takes that damage. Anything else you want to do? You've already used a key point. Anything else you want to do?
No, that's it for now.
All right, Elva, you're up.
All right, I will swing at the one to the south again.
All right. 18 hits.
For 15 points of damage.
I don't think that's yet.
Second attack.
It definitely hits.
Again for 20 more.
Still up. He's scrappy.
Third attack is going to hit again.
There's no way. Your bonus is more than what?
22.
I was like, and your bonus is more than he has. So, all right. With these 3 swings of the flame-tongued sword, what does that look like when he goes down?
It's just like searing strikes through the carapace and cauterizing. So there's no blood.
Oh, he just
like cut up into pieces.
Falls down and almost looks like a sculpture of a boulette falls down.
I was thinking like a jack-o'-lantern.
Oh, with the mouth open, sort of.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Right.
Just
carved up.
All right. Cool. All right. Anything else from Elva?
No, I think that's it.
Okay. Then this boulette, who has fixated on Elva, will attack. Which is totally stupid, but their intelligence is 2. So I'm going to go with it. Although the other one avoided the flame-tonguey sword, but he can't hit Merryweather anyway. It's too high up. He could flee. He could burrow. Or he could leap. Maybe he'll leap. The boulette's long jump is up to 30 feet, and its high jump is up to 15 feet, with or without a running start. I'm jumping to here. You do get an opportunity attack. Go ahead.
Okay.
Probably all of you. That would be everybody except Vela would get an opportunity attack.
Oh, 16.
Will miss. .22 will hit. 10 points of damage.
Nope, that was my swing.
10 misses.
Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Waith hits. Waith hit.
Yeah.
Mary, you have an attack too.
No, I don't. I'm not using a melee weapon, and I'm 25 feet up in the air.
You're right.
I did 15.
15, okay. He's still alive and will be in position right behind Vela. Vela, you're up. There's now a boulette right
But
behind your
Dusty's
head, but
offline.
Dusty has disappeared.
Yeah, she just disappeared, didn't she?
I should check because that's
Maybe,
weird.
maybe the boulette already got her.
She's
I hope
back.
not. Hope she didn't
If you
fall
see
in
the
the
boulette,
hole.
it's already too late.
In the Underdark, nobody can hear you scream.
My Wi-Fi just completely turned off. Like
How
everything
weird.
went down.
Weird.
So like I came on my phone and then I'm waiting now for Foundry to reload. I was just planning to toll the dead on the one that's.
Well, it jumped up,
But
it leaped up, and it's now behind you, and is getting ready to throw you in the hole.
Oh, well, I'm going to bonus action disengage. You can move me wherever you'd like because I am not for currently being able to see the screen. And then, is there anybody in 5 feet of it?
No.
Is Noob within 5 feet
Nubin's
of it?
close, but he's not 5 feet.
Well, then I will toll the dead. It's been hit once anyway. So
You're right.
anybody who happens to have control of my token that can double click on
Somebody's
me
been
and
moving
do a
you,
toll
so
the dead.
somebody's got control. Go ahead. Whoever's got it.
I got control.
Okay.
Just need to save and
It's
throw.
so nice.
DC 17 Wisdom.
All right, here we go. Because this could do it in. This could do it in.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Oh, but it won't. 11 points of damage. Wait, is it rolling correctly?
That's the fail. That it failed. That was
Oh, it
the
failed.
saving
Okay.
throw.
Yeah,
Let me
totally.
see if this works. I remember this being weird.
I
look
fixed
right?
it. No, I
You have
went
to
in and
do
fixed it.
the variant. You have to do the variant
versatile,
button when
yeah.
you roll it. Yep.
Yep, 22
Yep,
necrotic.
it did it correctly, and that kills it, and it
Yeah.
falls into the
Mhm.
hole it was gonna shove you into.
As it goes down, you just hear a bong, 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 bong,
Gong.
like a Doppler bong.
And
That's a different state park.
Doppler bong is not as popular as Dick bong.
Yeah, Doppler bong is his lesser known brother.
For those who don't know, in Wisconsin we do have a state park called Dick Bong State Park. Anyway.
Nice.
So, you guys managed to clear this area out. As you look around, you see that there are several of these holes around in the area, and some bones of humanoids laying about. It looks like a trap has been set here. But it's been sprung several times. You're not the first to walk into it, and therefore we're not surprised by what you saw. But somebody had baited these boulettes into being here. As you continue on, I'm assuming you continue on? Okay.
I say, yeah, let's go for it.
All right.
Unless there's anything worthwhile picking up. Usually Vela's the one that does the investigating, but I see Dusty got called away.
Give me a survival, Mary, because I think it's actually more of a survival check anyway.
All right.
In
20.
In one of the skeletons, you find it looks like this skeletal humanoid form is partly fish-like, and you're able to ascertain rather quickly that it's the skeleton of a humanoid similar to Thripaboop, who you met earlier. And in his hand is about inch and a half by inch shell.
Another shell. Does it look similar to the shell from before?
Not perfectly similar, but yet of a, like similar enough, I guess. Like you wouldn't go, "Oh yeah, like these are the exact same creature or whatever," but it's a small shell in the grip of it's a small shell. It's also white, translucent. It's got some striation in it. They also are bluish and beige, but it's not like you look at the two and go, oh, these are the exact same thing. But you would also go to run into this twice in a day.
Yeah, I am kind of finding it to be a coincidence, right?
Mhm.
Which, oh, I guess I'm collecting shells now, guys.
All right.
Got 2.
Okay. You guys continue on. I'm going to put us back on the annotated map. You get to the far side, and right around when you get to here, and Mary's watching the map, I know. When you get to where you expect to see the merger of the secondary road and the tertiary road, you guys take some care, but there's nothing there. And in fact, as you get close to where that road would be, you see rock debris. You see boulders piled up. You see that it looks like somebody's patching it in. There's just a lot of different rocks shoved in the way. Doesn't strike. I'm not going to ask for a roll here because it doesn't strike any of you as natural, but it's still clearable. You could cross over it and move eastward down it if you wished.
I'm gonna recharge one of my spells.
Okay. From the Pact Keeper.
Does it seem like it's been like there's still rubble falling? Like maybe the Drow gnome people did it?
The Sverve Neblin.
Did the Smurfs
I like
do
the
it?
Drow gnome.
The Drow gnome. You can make a survival
joining the game
check.
session as Adam.
You
The dark gnomes.
as Adam?
Mm-hmm.
Why is
It kicked me and I can't get back in. So
Oh, okay.
rather than make you turn everything off.
I gotcha. I can kick you as both of those and then you can join in. Do you want me to?
You can certainly try. It didn't work last time that we did that on a different game. But I'm good for it if you want to kick me.
Alright, I kicked you from both. Because both of you were active. So.
Yeah, Dusty's still in the game, so.
Not for me, you aren't.
It's fine.
Okay.
I know. That's what happened last time during our Warblers game too.
Okay. Okay. So do you want me to roll for you or somebody else roll a Vela survival check? Because you're asking if it looks like it was done by a group or if it's natural.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody else can roll for me. It's not letting me in very quickly, so.
Yeah, you're coming back in as Adam, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Which means you'll need to give Adam Vela permissions.
Okay.
But if
What's
somebody...
the roll?
Survival.
Got it. 15.
It looks to you like this was placed, not natural. And none of them look enormous, so it looks like probably a smaller creature moved them.
Wow, they really didn't want us to follow them. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
they were going a different direction. My fear is this might be sabotage, right?
It could be that the deep gnomes don't want the Koatoa following them.
Exactly. So they maybe made this. I think it could be a trap.
As important as we are, I don't think this was aimed at us.
Are we on a different path than the one I followed to follow the deep
Yes.
gnomes?
Yes.
They went towards the thing that
They
says
went
Smurf
west and we
Dublin.
went east.
Well, they went northeast and we went.
Dusty, when
west.
you
Oh,
followed
because
them
in my head I thought we were going to Snurflambulin, so that I keep on forgetting we're going to the beehive thing looking.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yep, I'm good.
All right, just to reiterate, you were here when you followed the Snurflamblin down a little bit. You are currently actually here.
Oh, we didn't take the pink path.
No, because
missed
I
it.
asked you guys if you wanted to take the direct route in or the tertiary route, and you guys agreed the tertiary route, and that's when Tony rolled the 1 on the d6.
Oh, it's pre-break. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for my distraction.
No worries. Okay. So, that's why you guys are going in on this northern entrance here. All right. When you're looking around, all of a sudden you hear a psst. Psst.
We hear
Big ears.
Like someone trying to catch our attention. Oh.
Big ears.
somebody there.
Hey, you, big ears.
Big ears. Who has big ears?
Maybe
Do
the
I have
elf.
big ears?
The half elf.
Is it me? Is it me? Do I have big ears?
You're a full elf.
Oh, is she a full elf?
Yeah.
I never remember what.
Uh,
I thought she was the
yeah.
half elf. Sorry.
No, that's right.
Nobody's ever told me my ears are big before. Do I have big ears?
Shh.
I look over at Rose. Do I have big ears? Mary, do I have big ears?
I think
For an
maybe the
elf.
better important thing is to maybe see who's
Newbin,
calling you.
you hear a whole lot of what the fuck? Did these people? Fuck, Jesus.
I turn around. Is it me? You're looking for me? I'm here. I walk towards the psst noise.
And climbing onto the rubble is about a 2-foot tall gray being. He is holding a spear. Ropey muscles, and he goes, "Look, I don't talk like you, but I'm doing the best I can."
You're doing great.
Okay.
But also, I didn't know I had big ears, so that's on me, not you.
And he's
I
got
didn't grow up with a lot of
he has
mirrors.
enormous ears. He goes, "Look,
Do you have mirrors?
is that what we're going to talk about? If you want, you can take a left. There's a steering wheel over there. Listen, here's what we need to know."
There's a steering wheel?
No, there's no steering wheel. Listen to me.
So you're lying to us right out of the gate.
I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. I'm listening. And I put my head down and do a super stare at the floor. I'm listening just to you.
All right. Do you know? Listen. Come here.
How close do you want me to get?
Real close.
I put my voice in his head. Is this close enough?
It's close enough.
Okay, good.
Shalakala.
I like you too.
No. Oh, he warned me. Listen.
Wait, what?
Shalakala.
Here?
It's also the hidden place base of the revolutionaries. Okay.
I know.
All right.
Right. Shalagala. In his head. Shalagala.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
we were told.
Do you need something?
No, we were told you were coming from the people at Shalagala. Are you Shalagala?
Yes, I have crazy eyes and big ears. Okay, I get it.
I actually think you're really pretty. But what you need to know is this. Your friend is underground.
Where?
Well, we're all underground, but he's even deeper underground. You need to go a layer deeper. That's what you need to know.
In his head. Again, I say nothing out loud.
Yep.
Oh, how do we go deeper?
We don't know where the staircases are, but you'll have to find them.
in the city over here that we're going to, or
Yes,
like
yes,
in
the
the
shrine.
whole?
That's a giant
Okay.
fucking shrine.
Okay, right. I just wanted to make sure you weren't gonna like send us back to the tunnels to try and find the stairs.
No. You have to go in there and you need to find the underground parts of the shrine. Right? We're all underground. You have to find the deeper down.
The more underground.
The more
Yeah.
underground parts
The
of the
sub
shrine.
basement. Yeah.
That's where your friend is.
Got it. I tell Mary. Korra's in the sub basement of the shrine. Then I tell Nubin. Then I tell Elva. Then I tell Robes. Because I'm trying to, I have to adjust my communication style occasionally, so I'm not quite so obvious.
All right.
Is there anything we need to know going in?
If you're trying to sneak in from this side, you will need pass keys.
I hold up my owl pellet. Like this?
No, that's for the Drow.
Oh.
That's very good that you have that. That'll get you through Drow pass keys. You need ones that will the Kuatoa recognize. They have a certain object that they like to collect that they show each other.
I pick up a jack. Like this?
What the fuck are you doing with the... Give me that!
No, never mind.
Those are ours!
I only had one.
He's gonna make an insight check. Make a deception roll.
Always better to say nothing.
Oof.
Using a reroll.
You're using a reroll? Okay.
I can't remember if I bought.
No!
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And he just stares at you. Those are for the defense of our people. You're taking our defenses.
I was given them.
You are going on a mission for God. You're on a mission for God.
I know, which means I need defenses.
You don't think we need defenses? Look how small I am. Look how big you are.
What's happening?
Did you ask me what's happening?
Yeah.
Elva, he wants my jacks, but also baskies. Do we have anything fancy from... What are you called?
Do you think it's probably the shells?
The shells? Yeah. I'm not part of the conversation. But...
I'm not sure Vela has any idea that there have been 2 shells picked up.
Well, I haven't been secretive about it. You were there when I opened the one.
Yeah, it's true. You were there when she took one out of the envelope. You offered to mend it.
The envelope, not the shell.
Yeah, okay, but you saw the envelope. Or you saw the shell. I don't think we need to be that.
Right.
Yeah.
Obtuse.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll tell Elva.
That's up to you. You want to be obtuse?
I'll tell. I'm smarter than that. Okay. She's just real flighty. So I tell Elva that there's pass keys and they want all of my jacks.
Right.
Is that some kind of euphemism?
No, I think she actually means the jacks.
She has very nice jacks.
I have to go to the bathroom. You guys play.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Do we have pass keys? All I have is this badge. Do you think?
Well,
something else?
You could show him your jacks.
I can imagine the badge won't work, and perhaps someone
already showed him the badge.
Told you that just a moment ago.
I showed him the badge. He said it was no good. Then I showed him a jack, and he said, "I'm gonna take all your jacks." And now I don't have a pass key, and he wants all the jacks.
I mean, the only other thing we found, one was being held by a Kuatoa skeleton, are these fancy shells.
I'm assuming you're close enough to talk to me, so.
Yeah, if all of this is going on in people's heads, I'm sorry. I lose track of whether I can be part of the conversation or not. Because
do
if
too,
all
'cause I
people
don't
are
know how far
doing
away.
is talking and telekinesis, then I guess I wouldn't say anything. But
I'm the
once
only one who
more
can.
than one person,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Once it's going back and
Elva spoke
forth,
out loud to say
yeah.
what's going on.
So I
'Cause I don't have
assumed
any
there
way
was
to
a
be
conversation
telepathic.
happening. Yeah.
I'm assuming you're close enough to shout at me like, "You're an idiot. Here's a shell."
They're
Well,
not.
I'm not
If you
shouting, I'm
guys creep
talking.
up behind, they're not surprised to see you. Okay.
Okay.
So
You also
I'm
there's
still
that option.
I'm still laughing at show 'em your jacks. Sorry. All right. Sorry.
Okay, so I flag up Mary like, bring the shell things. Do we just have one? Two? We have two. How many passkeys do you need?
Well, I mean, we haven't gone in there ourselves, so we can't say for certain. But
we need the passkeys for the shrine, and
yes,
maybe all of us need a passkey.
Well,
Right.
I don't know that because some of us actually are speculating that if some of you pretended to be servants, you might get by if you were servants of the ones who had the passkeys.
So if some of us were invisible, some of us were pets, and if some of us were spiders.
No spiders,
I
Ayla. No
I
spiders.
I said servants and you heard animals, but that's okay.
Just default to animals.
Um,
Okay, got it.
do you think of animals as servants?
No, I just think like
okay.
Our group is better at acting as animals
Okay,
than
fair
servants.
enough.
We're very independent people.
Look, we really
What's your name? Oh, you don't have to tell me. If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. You're good. I'll just call you Shalagala.
No, don't.
Junior.
Don't,
Shalagala Junior.
No, don't call me that. I
No?
would for now.
I don't know any other Drow words.
For now, I would like you to call me Leonard.
Leopold.
I prefer Leonard.
Okay. Leonard.
For now. I'll tell you my real name.
Just for now?
I'll tell you my real name if you survive and if we meet again. I was told...
Leonard.
I was told if I ran into you guys to pass on this information if it was helpful. Any information I had. This is the information that I have.
Are these the people that we helped in the tunnel on our way out of town?
They're the people from Shalagala.
Right. Shalagala. Okay. Thank you. That was very helpful. Is there anything else you think that you were supposed to pass on that you're forgetting?
Well, it's not that they told me to pass it on. I was told to pass on anything I thought might be helpful. There are two ways to get in here. You're going in a secret way.
Should we go in the obvious way? So that they don't think we're trying to hide something?
I'm not giving you any advice. However...
I'm not your lawyer.
Yeah, I'm not your lawyer. I will say that many folk pass through the shrine. It's not unheard of to pass through the shrine. So to go in secretly and for no one to have known you to come in if you're discovered might be bad. On the other hand, going in and never being known at all has its benefits. Up to you, but there are pros and cons.
So I turn back to maybe we should split up and some people go in like with the shell, obviously like front and center, and then some of us sneak in, and that way no matter who gets caught, if anybody gets caught, we've got a good out group and a bad group and jail and no jail? Or jail, or no jail, no jail.
It would certainly make sneaking a little bit easier if there's only a few of us going that route. Huh? So, and also, some of us are pretty good about getting out of trouble. So maybe those of us who have a few tricks up our sleeves can go in the front door. Maybe those of us who profile a bit better for illicit doings.
Like illicit doings.
I'm probably a front door person.
I'll give Elva one of the shells. I think you would do pretty well taking the direct route.
If worse comes to worse, then I'll just have to fight my way out.
But you can also fly. Just
Or
fly
double
away.
jump, or
You
any
guys,
number of things.
she flies for like 6 seconds. It isn't a long time.
No, I also have the spell.
Oh,
It
you
feels
do.
so
Okay.
long.
All right. You do have the
I
spell.
had
I'm
to take
sorry.
it because everyone assumed I could fly all the time.
And see here, I knew the truth from before, and now I'm wrong.
No, I had to learn the spell because everyone would just assume that I could do it.
Look, 6 seconds feels like 30 minutes at least. So
In this game, totally.
yeah.
In this group,
It feels like a year and a half. Oh no!
I do have
I
another
opened
shell.
up sweet red wine.
If these are
Oh
That's
if
not
the
good.
shells are indeed the pass keys, we have 2 of them. Elva has one. I don't know who else would want to go in the front door.
well, maybe if we give the sneaky group one, that way if we get caught, we can say we just came in a different door and we didn't realize that we were coming in the wrong way. And I probably won't be the one who makes that speech.
I'll give the
I'm
other
very
one to
sneaky.
Robespierre.
Who else is illicit and who is frontal assault?
It's not necessarily an assault.
Well,
I
right.
mean, I can go with Elva as your servant, and I can
or
turn into other
when
things.
you say servant, do you mean an animal?
No, I was just going to be a furball, but I could turn into something else if we needed that to happen. I don't like you going alone, Elva. I know you're a strong fighter, but
I'm happy for the company.
Newman, do you want to go illicit or full frontal?
Or both.
You know, actually, when you say it like that, I think maybe both of them.
So bad.
Newbin will go through the back door.
Nice.
There it is.
You're
I
not
knew it was coming.
helping.
It's just a matter of who said it first.
Yeah.
So which is that? Is that illicit or is it full frontal?
Nope.
Depends on which way you're facing.
Nope. Nope. And all right. So
We lost Paul.
who is going in through the northern entrance and who is going in through the southern entrance?
That
doesn't make it any better.
I know it doesn't, but I am just going to say the northern entrance is
North is sneaky, right?
sneaky
Secret.
and illicit and
secret.
secret, and the southern one is the main entrance into the shrine of the Kuatoa.
Right. Sneaky. That's me.
So Team Sneaky is Vela.
I'm not sure if I should be sneaky or not. I think the implication was I was going to be sneaky because I'm taking the other.
I just need somebody charismatic to lie because I'm
Yeah,
really
I'll
bad
go.
at lying.
Okay.
Now I'll go. No, I'm not sneaky, but I can be invisible,
Okay, Vela and
and I can
Rose.
see invisible things and all kinds of stuff.
Newbin has a +10 to Dex, so I'm going that way too.
The Dex?
That works.
Yeah, so for
Stealth.
stealth.
Oh, that way.
Okay, and then Team. I don't want to call it full frontal.
You don't have
Main. It's
to.
the main entrance,
Main.
right? Like you
Team,
said, it was the
team,
main.
Team Main is going to be Elva and Mary. All right, is
Mhm.
that right? So we've
I
got
believe that is correct.
all right, and one
Pretty
of the
sneaky.
shells was
Not
passed to
sneaky.
Vela in case.
Robes. They went to
Robes.
robes.
Robespierre
Robes.
and Elva.
Okay,
Mhm.
so Elva has one and Robes has one.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I'm actually gonna call it here, folks, because here's the thing. I have the maps ready. But if we start anything, it'll go on forever at this point. So Also, I could not do this as one map. Foundry actually said this map is too big. We cannot permit it. So
Nice.
I have it split into two maps. And because you guys went two different directions, some of you will be on what's called East, which is going to be
The pink.
technically North,
Oh,
and West is going to be technically South because the way
no,
it,
pink is south, right?
pink is
Because there's
South.
3 entrances into the hive.
No,
So we have the
well,
northernmost.
there is, but that southernmost one is not an option to you guys.
I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same
So
page. So
the pink group will be going into the West map.
can we maybe change the names of the maps so that they make more sense? Because that does not
I
seem
will.
west.
I will. I will change it before we play. But
I
just
feel like that would be super
I'm going to
confusing.
say it now for me because I'm the one who needs to change it. So
Right.
uh, Team Pink going in the main entrance will be going in the south side, which is coded currently west because of the way the map is oriented in the book. Which makes no fucking sense because this map comes from the book too. Jesus, ugh. Anyway, and then so Team South, Team Pink on the south is Team West. Team North, which is the dashed line going in at the top, you're Team East.
Right.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry for such a weird ending, but if we started now, if we got into this, it would actually not. It would be weird. So
to sum up, Team East is Stealthy Crew. Robes has a shell. The Nuban, Robes, and Vela are going in that way and going about it stealthily to try and get to the sub-basement to rescue Korra. Team West is going in the pink entrance. That is that's Elva and Merryweather. Elva has the shell. They're going in without stealth, going in as if they are just standard sort of pilgrims, also in an effort to get to the sub-basement to rescue Korra.
Could
Anything
I,
else that we're forgetting?
before we split,
yeah,
cast a locate creature spell to see if we could get a general sense of where Korra is? Because, before we split up, just to have an idea.
Nice.
I know we know she's in the basement of a shrine, but
yeah.
would we be able to do that before
Yeah, you can
we
pop the spell up.
split? Okay. I mean, I'll be able to concentrate on it for an hour, but even if I can get a general sense of where to tell the other team.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it seems to be more than 1,000 feet from you at this point.
So at least we'll be able. I'll keep it up, the spell up for a while.
Okay.
But I won't be. I mean, all I can say is it's further than 1,000 feet to my friends. Okay.
What is the duration?
An hour.
Okay. Cool.
You know who didn't think about the fact that we might split the party, and therefore does not have locate creature as a spell prepared?
Well,
the person who recommended that we split the party.
Also,
I think
when you said it earlier, I went, it's very likely you're going to split the party and you're going to want it. That's what I thought. But
That's
anyway.
fabulous.
But that's
You
okay.
got sending.
It's okay. That's what happens.
Yeah, you got sending instead, so maybe there's a way, right? You said you prepared sending.
Did I prepare sending?
Well, you were gonna. I don't know if you did.
What did I prepare? Been a long game with a lot of interruptions by a child. Sure did not prepare sending.
Well, you'll just have to find us then.
I chose.
We'll just go to the noise. The loud explosions.
I chose Sanctuary instead, because we kept having people run to the front of fights and not care about their safety.
Well, those people are gonna blow
Those
Sanctuary
people,
right away.
Sanctuary's not going to help them.
It's gonna last for half a round.
Sanctuary's not a great spell for that.
I don't think I picked very well.
Okay.
It's hard.
It
I
is.
I
know
thought you
it
said
is.
that you were
You just never
choosing
know.
sending.
Yeah.
I talked about choosing sending, and then I didn't.
That's right. That's perfect
We-
Clarogue energy.
Chaos energy. All right. We will be back here, I believe, if all things hold as normal. We'll be back here on December 10th. Is that correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I've got it down for the 10th.
Okay.
I do plan on that.
Cool. Well, we will be here on the 10th, and I suspect that we will move into the shrine and discover lots of interesting things about the Drow and the Kuatoa at that time, and hopefully move the story a little bit further towards getting to the Abyss, which is the final goal of this group. Of course, before that, they need to get to Erlai Kinlu with all
Let's call
8
it the
strands.
next major goal rather than the final goal. Because we also want to come back from there.
That's true. That's true. Fair enough.
The goal is to get out.
Very, very George Carlin. Your final destination, that seems a little terminal, doesn't it? Oh, that's the name of the airport thing, isn't it? Anyway. Uh, so, thank you for watching tonight. Thanks, Alice Hydra. I appreciate you being here. And otherwise, we are Roleplay Give. Until we see you next, which is not tomorrow.
No, we played an early game of Warblers.
We
this
did
time
play
around.
early Warblers, so we don't
Because
have a
of
game Monday.
delay. So you
And
have potentially Espergenesis
Espergenesis
next
next
Sunday, and then Donacam the Monday after.
We do have Donacam
So-
with a new player next Monday, so that'll be fun with a new species introduced to our homebrew world, so that'll be exciting.
What?
Yep. Until then, roll some dice, play some games, and give of your time and treasure to causes that are meaningful to you. Until then, have a good night. Cheers, everybody.